Hello, grade 7 students. Today, I will be discussing a Venn diagram. So, what is a Venn diagram? It is used to represent relationships between sets, usually has a rectangle which represents the universal set with at least two circles inside, which represents the subsets. Okay, and usually, some other applications or the uses of Venn diagram is on how we are going to compare and contrast things. So here in math, we will be using Venn diagram to represent the operations on sets. So we are done with the union, intersection, complement, and difference of sets last week for our synchronous session. So today we'll be focusing on the same operations of sets but with the use of Venn diagram. So we'll be using Venn diagram, okay, as this one with the rectangle and two circles. The set that represents the overlapping part of the two circles is what we call the intersection of sets. And then, for the set that represents the combination of the two circles is the union of sets. Next, the set that represents the part in a circle that is not in B is what we call the difference of set. And lastly, the set that represents the part that is not in circle A is what we call the complement of sets. Okay, so this is how we're going to represent the operation of sets using Venn diagram. Okay, so let us use this one in our example. Okay, so we have here given the universal set which are numbers from 1 to 10, and then set A consists of numbers 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, and set B consists of the elements 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, so we have here the Venn diagram. I'll repeat. For the Venn diagram, we have two circles. The first circle represents set A, and the second circle represents set B. And for this one, rectangle, that will be the universal set. Okay, so to write the elements in our Venn diagram, the first step is to write the intersection of the two sets or the common elements of the two sets. So looking at the given set A and set B, the common elements are 7, 9, and 5. And then after that, okay, the next one is to write the numbers, okay, on elements in set A which is not part of set B. So those are numbers 2 and 8. And then the elements in set B which is not part of set A, and that will be 1 and 3. And lastly, what are we going to write on our Venn diagram is all the numbers that you can see in the universal set which is not part of set A and set B, and those are 6, 4, and 10. So what are we going to do is to represent this A union B using Venn diagram. Okay, so looking at the figure here, it says a while ago that the two circles or the combinations of the two circles of set A and set B will be A union B. So for A union B, we have elements 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, and the shaded part of the circle will be this one because that will be the combination of the two circles. Next, how are we going to represent A intersection B using the Venn diagram? So the same thing that we did a while ago, you will just put all the elements here starting from their intersection and the other elements of set A and B, and then the elements in the universal set. And then after that, get A intersection B, and these are the elements where which is common to both sets, and these elements are 5, 7, 9. And look at the Venn diagram, it is where the two circles overlap. So therefore, the representation will be just like this. Next, the same given, but we will be getting the complement of set. Okay, so the same thing. So we already put here all the numbers or the elements in the given universal set. So we're going to get A prime or the complement of set A. So again, as we get the elements in set A, elements in the universal set which is not part of set A. And those numbers are 1, 3, 4, 6, and 10. And looking at our Venn diagram, okay, so all the numbers which is not part of set A. So this will be the shaded portion. Okay. Next one. Same given. So the same way on how we're going to put the elements in the Venn diagram. So what are we going to represent is A minus B, or the difference of sets A and B, using the Venn diagram. So again, when we say A minus B, elements in set A which you cannot found in set B. So the elements are only 2 and 8. Okay. So, and then we're going to represent it in a Venn diagram. So it will just be this part only where 2 and 8 lies. So therefore, the Venn diagram will looks like this. Okay. And then last example. Okay. So we're done with the union, intersection, complement, and difference of set. But, okay, how about this one? So let us first write all the elements in the Venn diagram. So we have 7, 9, 8, 2, 8, 1, 3, 6, 4, and 10. So what are we going to represent is A prime, or the complement of A union B. So what are we going to do first is to get the complement of set A. And we are done with that one a while ago. So again, elements in the universal set which you cannot found in set A. And after you get the complement of A, the next one is to combine it to the elements of set B. So after you get the complement of set A, again, combine those elements with the elements of set B. And you're going to write the elements once. So therefore, these elements are 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So all elements except for numbers 2 and 8. So therefore, everything in the Venn diagram will be shaded except for this part. So this will be the representation of A prime union B. That's it. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching grade 7. See you next time in our next asynchronous session. Thank you.